On time. Oh, there's my red lights there. Okay. Welcome everybody. The meeting starts at 6:30. It's 6:29, so we have a couple of seconds before we'll get going.
Oh, I see.
So I think we'll go ahead and let Aaron get settled in, get some of the festivities pieces moved out of the way. Okay, we'll call this meeting to order at 6:30. Jeremy, would you like to lead the invocation in this first time in this room?
Yeah, let's do it. Will everyone please rise, stand, and like we do before we start every meeting, we're going to have a moment of silence to honor the men and women who've given the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. Thank you for that. Heavenly Father, thank you for once again an amazing evening in Canyon Lake, Lord. Thank you that my mic is actually working tonight. That is very important. And we're so grateful, Lord, for all the work that has been done by our colleague, Councilwoman Jennifer Dane. As we honor her tonight for her service, Lord, we just want to say thank you to her and her family for allowing her to give so much time to this community, Lord. We are beyond grateful. And in your name, amen.
Thank you. Jennifer, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can we have a roll call?
Councilmember Castillo?
There you go. Red, you're good.
Oh, so that's on?
You're good.
Here.
Councilmember Dane?
Here.
Councilmember Smith?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Terry?
Here.
Mayor Welty?
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Okay, City Attorney, do we have a closed session report?
Yes, Mayor. One item under item 3 on the closed session, the City Council by a vote of 5-0, and item 4, the City Council gave direction in that litigation by consensus. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to some ceremonial matters. We're going to do Citizen of the Month. Tonight, we recognize Kim Pauley for her outstanding dedication and creativity in transforming her Canyon Lake home into a one-of-a-kind Disney Haunted Mansion theme Halloween experience. The Pauleys began their Halloween displays in 2021 with a simple graveyard, but has grown considerably. In 2023, over 1,000 visitors toured their home, which featured a bride's attic, pet cemetery, the Hatbox Ghost, and hitchhiking ghosts. This was a safe and thrilling experience for all ages, and local teens were recruited as jump scare actors, adding an additional layer of excitement to this community favorite. Additionally, $884 was raised by the Mermaids Club through the raffle. Kim's months of planning and hundreds of hours of hard work brought lasting memories to those who attended. I don't have the crafter gene, and whenever I see someone that does have the crafter gene, I'm always amazed. Kim, why don't you come on up and all right, I'm here. I'm working way through the microphone. There you go. We just want to say thank you. Thank you. And if the council could come up and let's get some pictures. And did you have anybody help you with this? Why don't we bring a couple of helpers up and get started? You get to be in the center. Anything you'd like to say?
Thank you so much for being a great community.
Let's see if we get that to work. Oh, no, all right, well, go ahead.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Council and everyone. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Jennifer.
And I would like to invite Paige Williams to come up here. Paige was the November Student of the Month for Temescal Canyon, and we have a certificate for you. And we also have, oh, I've got this, and one more from. And, you know, we're always proud of our Students of the Month, and my last Student of the Month. So, if you don't mind, will you tell everybody what your plans are after school?
After I graduate, I want to. Oh, okay. After I graduate, I want to go to either Cal Poly SLO or UC Davis and major in nutrition. So, yeah.
Congratulations. And do you have family here that we can have come take a picture? Come on up, Mom. And everybody else, rest of council?
Okay, let's have some community reports. We will start with Elsinore Valley Municipal Water. Darcy Burke, would you like to come forward?
Thanks for the help, Aaron. Good evening, Mayor. I'll try and keep it short because you have a lot on this evening, but there's a lot going on in water. So yesterday, you may have read that the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California took positive action and approved their support for the next phase of the Delta Conveyance Project. You're going to read in the paper that it was $141 million. What you're not going to read is that through the great leadership of our chairman, Adán Ortega, he finally was able to get the credits back from the State Water Project of $75 million. And that's just the first part. There's more due and there's more coming. So there's a lot at stake, and that effort goes forward. I will also tell you that it's called the State Water Project, not the Metropolitan Water Project. And I think there needs to be some effort across the entire region to make this a state-funded project. Because I guarantee you, when those levees fail, we all get to pay. So how about we all pay and be proactive? So that's one. Last week I was in Las Vegas for the Colorado River water users, the other major source of imported water for our region. And again, I'll just remind Canyon Lakers, we are 85% dependent on imported water. And that treaty of negotiation is going to expire in 2026. There are 7 states involved. It's called the Upper Basin and Lower Basin. Won't get into detail, but let's just say we are nowhere near being in agreement. So there's a saying Mark Twain has, whiskey's for drinking and water's for fighting, and it was never more evident than in Las Vegas. So that is something we need to stay attuned for. I think it's important if you want to grow as a region, if you want to make sure that you have food to eat for your family, that we stay engaged in water issues. And we happen to live on a reservoir. So these issues do hit home because when you want water in the lake for your boat, you're going to call me. And if it's not available, we can't get it. So I will also, I'm happy to report that the capacity fees I reported on prior of the 48% increase failed to pass. That's all I have this evening, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them. Are we good?
Any questions? Thank you, Darcy.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Canyon Lake Property Owners Association, Board President Bill Van Fleet.
Merry Christmas, Bill.
Merry Christmas. Good evening, council members. Tonight, I have two brief pieces of information for our community that were discussed at our last board meeting. First, we approved a 28-day reading to implement electronic voting, beginning at our next election in May. All members will receive an information packet that'll describe all the details to vote either online or receive a traditional paper ballot. This measure will be voted on at our next meeting. Second, the POA board will be conducting a survey with all members to assess the current needs and sentiments of our community to better define our long-range planning for the next 5 to 10 years. This survey will be mailed to all homes in January, and members can participate either online or by mail. Since the results have been, once they're received and tallied, we will have a meeting in spring and discuss that with everyone. Probably more importantly, on behalf of the Property Owners Association, I'm here tonight to bid farewell to our accomplished council members. Jennifer, you came to the council as a champion and a steward of our business community and local businesses. You enjoyed representing the community and honoring our students and their achievements. You brought wisdom and grace to every meeting, and you challenged us to reach higher. Dale, I know you'll be continuing in your current role. We want to thank you for your service as mayor for the last year. Your experience as a former POA board member and your service on the city council provide a unique experience to bring all of our community resources together to meet the needs of our community. So Jennifer and Dale, tonight we celebrate your collective achievements, and we honor the roles that you've provided and the spirit that you've brought and to the community each day. Your legacies will live on in the smiles of our youth, in the success of our community entrepreneurs, and the stronger bonds we have between our organizations and the people. So we want to thank you overall for showing us how to be better leaders, how to be better neighbors, and how to be better members of our community. Thanks. Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for your support. Moving on, Canyon Lake Chamber of Commerce. Grande?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to put this down because the mic just keeps. How's that? Mr. Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council and staff, and fine citizens, as always, I'm thrilled to be here. I am honored to be in this room. I've never not been proud of this city, including our chambers, but now that I'm here, I am thrilled, and I'm going to do my best not to look at myself in the monitors behind you. It's kind of a little distracting. So a few things. As you know, every month we have our chambers business roundtable meeting. Last week, we were very honored to have one of our citizens, Stephen Prince, attend. Many of us know Stephen Prince here in the community. And he gave a very heartfelt discussion about a group that he's a part of called chronic illness or chronic pain, and really brought a lot of things to home and really doing a lot of great things for our community. We're not going to be holding our business roundtable in January because it falls on January 2nd. And last time we held our business roundtable the day after a holiday was July 5th, about a year and a half ago. And I think we had 3 people show up. So we're not going to do that again. But we'll be resuming the meetings again back in February. And about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, or last week, we had that Winter Wonderland event. And the Chamber was very honored to provide some volunteers to help with that event. And by the way, congratulations. I've been to many of those Winter Wonderlands in the past, and it was really kind of a kiddie thing, something I could bring my grandson and little kids. But this one was great for adults and kids, and a lot of vendors, a lot of food. So big pat on the back for the city staff for putting that up. You guys did a great job. And we were honored to be a very small part of that. Next Monday evening, we will be hosting our annual membership meeting. And that is open to all chamber members. So that means everybody sitting in front of me is a chamber member. Everyone to my left, anyone here in the POA are all chamber members, and we would be honored if you can attend. That will be at the T-Box right here in the town center. Many of us know this relatively new business which kind of goes towards one of the goals of the chamber to have gathering spots here in the town center. So this is a great opportunity to expose this business to many of the people here in our membership. And it will be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So members, come on down and have a great time. And last but not least, I'm of course honored to announce our December 2024 Business of the Month, Gallagher Restoration. A lot of people know Gallagher's are literally right across the parking lot here. They run a great operation, and they're also a great chamber member. So I think that's everything I wanted to share with you folks tonight, but any questions?
Any questions? John, thank you for your incredibly hard work. I always see you out and about, and I'm always, amazed. Thank you.
You're welcome. We do our best. Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes.
if I could give a quick point of advice for those that will be speaking, because they're not boundary microphones, if you step away from it, it will lose the audio, so it won't cut out if you're close to the microphone. If you do step away from it, you're going to lose it. So just informational for those that will be speaking.
Okay. Public safety updates. City of Canyon Lake Code Enforcement, Ruby Manzana.
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, and staff. I will be covering the month of November. We had 3 unpermitted construction violations were issued, 2 water runoffs from construction sites. On BLM, we had 6 unauthorized motorized vehicles, 4 verbal warnings were issued, 2 citations, and 1 vehicle did have from the water in the North Lake. We had 1 vehicle. No short-term rentals for the month of November, and down to our residential rental registration, we have a total of 360 registered rental properties. 343 have renewed, 17 are still pending renewal. We have 7 new unregistered property rentals that were found, 7 inspections were conducted, and now 9 self-certifications have been completed. And down to our business license, we have 3 new commercial business registrations, 6 new home occupations, 50 new out of cities. And November was the month that we issued out our renewal notices. So 850 renewals were mailed out. 289 renewals were completed. And I would like to point out that November was when we went live with our renewal, and that was pretty successful. We've gotten a lot back compared to previous years. And that covers my report.
Okay, any questions? Okay, moving on to Riverside County Sheriff's Department.
Good evening, Mayor and Council and citizens of Canyon Lake. I'm Captain Jim Rails. I'm your Chief Law Enforcement Officer for the City of Canyon Lake. I do not have a stat report tonight. I'll be doing our 4th quarter stats on the January 8th meeting, so I'll be going over everything on that meeting. But I do want to take a second to bye, because I'm sure I'm going to see you around the community quite often, so thank you for everything. And this weekend on Saturday, we're going to have about 60 plus, probably close to 80 with volunteers, deputies, giving Christmas to children throughout the community. It's going to be throughout Lake Elsinore, the county area, Canyon Lake, and Wildemar, all the way into Temescal Valley. Whatever the school district covers, that's what we're going to be delivering to. We have over 800 addresses, about 3,000 children that we'll be giving Christmas to. So we will be out in Canyon Lake. Believe it or not, we do have about a dozen here. So we'll be out, and you'll see black and whites. We'll be throwing on lights and sirens and making a big production out of it for the kids. So you will see us. So if you see us in the community, lights and sirens on, it's nothing going on, no search warrants. I'm sure Donna will be getting a call, but that's what we'll be doing. It's going to be from about 8 in the morning until about probably 2 in the afternoon until we're finished. So that is all I have. Yep.
Okay, City of Canyon Lake Fire, Chief Latendresse.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council, City staff, residents, Jeff Latendresse, your Fire Chief, and I'm here to present our presentation and our statistics for the month of November. In a minute.
There we are.
Okay, for the month of November, we ran 100 emergency responses in the community and outside the community. Of those responses, we had 4 fires, 67 emergency medical incidents, 8 service calls, 14 good intent calls, 5 false alarms, and 2 calls that were not reported. Our fire calls for the month on November 6th, we had a mutual aid fire. Our engine 201 with a crew of 3 was deployed to the mountain incident in Ventura County. So the engine was gone for 6 days for that crew. During that time when our engine was deployed on that mutual aid response, we had full staffing here in the city while they were gone. On November 16th, we responded to an outside fire in the Meadowbrook area. It was in the intersection of Jarvis Street and Mauricio Street. It was several small spot fires near the North Ski Lake area. Also on November 16th, we had another outside fire, this time near the Jump Lagoon area. It was a about 2 foot by 2 foot spot fire. And then finally on November 30th, in the 22,200 block of Pinto Drive, we responded to and put out a palm tree fire. The time of day for our incident, again, is our pretty much our normal trend. We are slower in the early morning and morning hours, and then we spike there. You'll see about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where over the entire month we ran 13 responses during that period of time. Again, this helps us plan our day so that we try to keep ourselves more available and ready for response than in the busier times, so we plan our training activities during that period of time. This is for the first month of the year where we did not have an incident at the fire station. So we're grateful for that. We did receive some public comments on what we have said in the past. So let me try to be clear on it. If you are injured and you're near the fire station, if you're ill and you're near the fire station, by all means, stop. But we would prefer, because we are not always there, that you call 911. That is the fastest, most expeditious way to ensure that you'll get a response from us. We're not saying we don't want visitors to the fire station. We are always open and encourage you to come by. But again, we'd like you to use the 911 system because that's what it's designed for. This is a map depicting where our 100 responses were for the month of November. So it's pretty consistent and evenly spread out through the entire community. This is one of our better months, and we improved on all of our response times, both on our averages and in our 90% fractile. For the month of November, our turnout time from the time that we get notified of the incident until we go en route was 53 seconds. Our travel time, or from the time that we put the engine in gear and start driving till we arrive on scene, was 4 minutes and 58 seconds for a total response time of 5 minutes and 51 seconds. 90% of the time, our turnout time was 1 minute 28 seconds. Our travel time was 7 minutes and 37 seconds. And our total response time was 8 minutes and 21 seconds. So again, if you look at all the charts there, you'll see that we did improve in all of our response time standards this month. Automatic and mutual aid given during the month of November. Canyon Lake Fire responded to 12 incidents outside the city. In the zip code area of Lake Elsinore, there were 8. There were 2 in Menifee, 1 in Good Hope, and as I mentioned, the 1 incident we responded to in Ventura County. So far this year, we've responded to 134 incidents outside the city, 106 in Lake Elsinore, 18 in Menifee, 9 in Good Hope, and that 1 in Ventura County. Conversely, during the month of November, Riverside County responded to 11 incidents. I'm sorry, this is a map showing where those 12 incidents were during the month of November inside the city. And this is a map showing all the incidents that we've responded to so far outside the city. 134 incidents. During the month of November, Riverside County responded to 8 incidents inside Canyon Lake to assist us when we were not available or committed on another response, or it was a multiple engine response. And so far this year, Riverside County Fire has responded to 80 incidents inside the city. Our training hours for the month of November, yes, we had 195 hours Year to date, we've had 2,723 hours of training. This month, we focused on emergency vehicle operations, pump theories and hydraulics, driver operator training, wildland interface training, hose evolutions, simulations on commercial fires. We did engineer testing, and finally, we were in Corona, as you can see from this picture, getting ready for that engineer testing process. As I mentioned earlier, a significant event was when our unit responded to the mountain incident. So they were gone for 6 days from November 6th through November 11th in Ventura County. We had a crew of 3 personnel that responded as part of a strike team. There was 2 engines from Riverside County CAL FIRE, 1 engine from Corona, 1 engine from Idlewild, and our engine to make that strike team. This fire destroyed 243 homes during that period of time. It consumed over 20,000 acres, including many agricultural crops. There was 1 firefighter and 6 civilians that were injured in it. And it was kind of a unique opportunity for our firefighters, something that some of them haven't really experienced with. They were involved in the repopulation and getting the residents back into their devastated community. And the heartbreak of those families that lost everything, our firefighters digging through the rubble and looking for mementos for them, it really hit home for them. And so it was a very emotional response for them, and they responded outstandingly and were well received by the community there in Ventura County. Public education and community outreach. The firefighters were involved at the Senior Holiday Boutique at the Senior Center, the Veterans Day event at Holiday Harbor, the City Turkey Drive. We attended a career day at Crafton Hill College in San Bernardino County. We also attended the Palomar Fire Academy to try to recruit reserve firefighters in San Diego County. We were trying to get our post out there for daylight saving times, not just to change your clock, change your batteries, change your disaster preparedness water. And then, of course, we were here for Thanksgiving, keeping everyone safe during the holiday weekend. I do want to put a plug out there for the 21st of December. We'll have our 2nd annual Donuts with Santa at the fire station. The event will run from 10 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock. We are going to have donuts. We're going to have hot chocolate. Home Depot will be there, and we'll be doing craft for the kids. We'll have a face painter. I heard that Santa might even be in the building or was in the building, and will be there again on the 21st. And again, we will be accepting toys, and we are currently accepting toys for the Spark of Love toy drive. So if you have any new unwrapped toys or sporting equipment, please feel free to drop them off at the fire station at any time. And so that concludes my report. I'm available for any questions if you have any.
Council members have any questions?
I have a question. How did the palm tree catch on fire?
It looked like that there was, believe it or not, still in this time of year, something on the ground that was reflecting into the vegetation that started the fire.
And then I just wanted to make a comment. Thank you so much for going up. Mutual aid is a big deal. And I just think the community, I think it's great that you made a presentation to let the community know that you were out there, because I think it's a great representation of not only our city, but just first responders as well. So thank you.
And Captain Gorder is here tonight, and he was a captain on that strike team that went. So thank you, Captain Gorder and the crew.
Any other questions? Okay, now it's time for public comments. Is there any City Clerk, any public comments on any agenda or non-agenda item tonight?
Mayor, we have none.
We have none.
Absolutely. Donna Ritchie.
Mayor Welty, I just want to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation for your dedicated service as the mayor over the past year. An invaluable asset to our community, and I'm thankful for the countless contributions you've made to help our city grow and prosper. Your genuine passion for our public service, your tireless work ethic, and your ability to listen and understand the needs of the people you serve have set an example for future leaders. Your decisions and actions have always been guided by the best interest of Canyon Lake and its residents. Thank you for all you've done during your time as mayor, including the numerous events, meetings, and ribbon cuttings you attended throughout the year to support the clubs, organizations, and businesses in the community. Thank you for your service and unwavering commitment to making Canyon Lake a better place for all of us. Councilmember Dane, thank you for being an unwavering champion for Canyon Lake, demonstrating your commitment to making our city a better place for all of us. Your hard work over the past 4 years has not gone unnoticed, and we are truly fortunate to have had you as part of our city council. As you move on to new chapters in your life, know that the impact of your time in office will continue to be felt. We will all benefit from the positive changes you helped to bring about. Thank you for your dedicated leadership and service to our community. New council member Stieber, congratulations and welcome to the council. I'm sure you'll strive to do great things. Council members Welty and Terry, congratulations on being reelected. Canyon Lake is lucky to have you.
Thank you, Dawn. Comments?
We have no additional comments.
Okay, moving on to committee and council reports. Who would like to go first? Yes.
All right. So, as some of you might know, I have the opportunity to serve on a few regional boards. If you want to know about those, just contact me after the meeting, because tonight's about 3 people. And that is about our outgoing mayor, Dale Welty, and I just want to say thank you for your leadership, my friend. Thank you for always answering your phone, and if you didn't, I know your wife would. So I think that's an important thing to note. It's been a pleasure working with you, and you've always brought such a sense of eagerness to want to help in any situation, no matter what it is, no matter how frustrating it is, and you were never scared to say it how it is and bring your point across, and I just want to appreciate that, and you bring a different insight. To Councilwoman Jennifer Dane, thank you. Thank you for your service. You know, I know you were on edge on even wanting to apply for the appointment, and that's why we knew he would be perfect for the job. Getting to work with Jennifer Dane for the last 4 years for me as a business owner has been so important, because what a lot of you probably don't know out there is Councilwoman Jennifer Dane always asks brilliant questions.
Yeah.
And for us, when we're making difficult decisions, whether it's in closed session or whether it's out here on the dais, those important questions are so needed in order for us to work together. And if it wasn't for her leadership and her guidance and questioning staff, questioning her colleagues, I don't think we would be where we're at today without her. So I just want to truly say thank you to you and your husband for giving up all that time and energy to our community. And I know you're not going anywhere. Every single one of us up here are going to try to find ways to drag you back in. But I just truly want to say thank you so much for your hard work and your dedication. And lastly, Mr. Stieber, congratulations, my friend. I'm looking forward to being able to work with you. And I think you're going to bring some good insight to what we can be doing and hopefully help our community out. And I think, like Donna Ritchie said, the community's in a really good place. So congratulations, my friend. With that, I yield my time. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
I'll go. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna start with Jen, because I don't want to get upset about it, but I've been lucky to be on a board with you when we were on JWC. And so I remember thinking, wow, this girl is so smart and detailed. She would be great on city council. And we were right. You've been amazing. It's been a pleasure to be on every committee with you. And I think that I was probably the luckiest council member to have that, because you're a lot of fun. But not only are you a lot of fun, you are so community focused. I love how you have been so dedicated to the Canyon Lake, just the students, and advocating for their success and participating in the coalition to bring four-year college regionally, locally. It's a big deal, keeping smart people in the area keeping those people working here. And I think our city is so much better for having you serve on the finance committee because, man, you really just were detailed, meticulous, and conservative. And that's why we are in the good spot we're in. You've been an absolute pleasure. You are a dear friend. And I'm glad that you are not really leaving us in terms of staying committed to volunteering with the city. And that's just, you just have such a heart for service, and I'm grateful for you. You're a good mentor. Dale, great job as mayor.
Thank you. You're not losing me.
I know, but Dale, you brought a perspective that I didn't anticipate. Just your business side was really, really refreshing. And not only that, but you taught me a lot. And so I'm grateful to your leadership. So definitely. And my friend Josh, congrats. I look forward to not meeting you, but meeting with you to discuss important community business. You're going to be a great asset. I made it.
Okay, Mark.
I will start with you, Mayor Welty. I am so thankful for the time that we got to spend together. You are truly one of the more knowledgeable, across-the-board people that I have ever met. Your love for the city, your love for our residents, and more importantly, the love you show for your family will forever have an impact on me. Your ability on a regional basis to lead on behalf of the residents of Canyon Lake is not only admirable, but extremely appreciated. And if I cannot say enough about Dale's knowledge and interest in involving the city of Canyon Lake on a regional basis, which has been a goal on behalf of this city. And you are some very, very big shoes to fill. And serving as an alternate on 2 of those committees, I'm so fortunate to have you, being that there were a couple of times that I could not attend. And generally, you get a little nervous when someone else sits in your seat, but not with you, Dale. I know, most importantly, you have Canyon Lake in your heart. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you are in a leadership role, being selfless is probably the most important attribute, and you have that in spades. You did a great job this year, Mr. Mayor, and I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
This is not going to be as... Oh. There is no more important voice than Jennifer Daines. We have, as a council, in closed session, robust discussions. What I appreciate about this entire council is our ability to have those robust discussions, yet at the end of the day, we seem to settle as what is in the best interest of our residents, and I'm very proud of that. But I will say this, everybody wants to know where Jennifer stands. That's how important of a voice you are. Not only are you one of my best friends, I think you have been the best friend to our residents. You are someone who I truly admire, and somebody who I hope someday I could provide our residents half of what you have provided them. And I can't tell you how many conversations I had with Jennifer asking her if she could please just consider staying on. You are that important. You will be missed. And Canyon Lake, for the time that we had you, could not be more fortunate. So thank you very, very much for everything you did for our community.
Then I'm going to go ahead if you want to finish, Mark.
Nope.
I was
Go
just
ahead.
say, we're going to let you have a conversation in a little bit about the changes. But if you have anything to report on the meetings you went to, you've got your time.
I would also like to say,
Maybe not.
I cannot wait to serve with Josh Stieber. I know as a council, we are looking very forward to having the opportunity to work with you, and I also believe that our residents are very fortunate that you will be serving them, and I know that you're going to be a great voice, and can't wait to get you up here. I'm sorry, Jennifer.
You gonna pass? Okay. You'll have some time. Yeah, I attended the SCAG Energy and Environment Committee. They talked about how difficult and how much work it's going to take to get the grid switched over to electrify the community and the state. So everybody prepared for a journey. In most communities, if you have one electric car, that's like 5 months of the typical use of your electric power in the house. In Canyon Lake, it's only like 2 months because we're all electric, so we're used to that. But the meeting I attended, SCAG, would basically define the journey that we're going to be taking. It'll take a while. As individual members, the best support you can do is look to solar and look to getting batteries in your home so that the grid doesn't quite take all the work. I'm going to be brief here because we're going to have a time in a little bit to talk about my role changes and Jen's role changes, and we'll do that in a little bit. So right now we need to...
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I hate to do this. You guys ready for some good news? We had our turkey and pet blanket drive. And I would like to say thank you to our community for your overwhelming support for this year's turkey drive. Because of you, we were able to raise over 125 turkeys. In addition to that, we raised over 20 bags of canned food. I would like to make a huge shout out to our clubs. The JWC, which I know is here tonight, well over 20 turkeys being donated. I would also like to thank the Property Owners Association for their contribution, the Country Club for the hams and the pies, and our very own city staff. Contributions benefited the Dream Center, or HOPE, which provides assistance for families in Canyon Lake, Wildomar, Lake Elsinore, and the families within the Lake Elsinore Unified School District. Give you a little reference, 125 turkeys/families, and if you take that each turkey has 4 days of leftovers, 125 families for 4 days is 500 total meals. And next year, what we do is we alternate between Hope and Helping Hands, and next year I'm hoping to raise even more turkeys for Helping Hands. Lastly, I'd like to thank Monica Lyons of Yard Fresh. Monica contacted me about 2 weeks before the turkey drive, said we need to get the word out. She not only participated in our PSA, but was there every step of the way. And because of her efforts, our residents raised over 100 bags of blankets, which totaled over 500 blankets that were donated to the Animal Friends of the Valley. And I just want to say thank you to the generous hearts of Canyon Lake. Congratulations. Great job. Sorry, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Okay, we're going to move to consent calendar. Is there any council member that would like a consent calendar item pulled? I'd like to call for a motion and a second to the consent calendar.
So moved.
Second.
City Clerk, can we have a roll call vote?
Councilmember Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Dane?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Terry?
Aye.
Mayor Welty?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay,
If I may, before you move on to item 7.
sure.
Just a quick comment. It just needs to be noted what was done just now is once again, our city's on the right path to putting this city into 100% reserves, which I think is a huge accomplishment. And also, I want to give a shout out to our fire department because, yes, we just granted them some cash to be able to fix some things up at home, but they're doing a lot of the work themselves. And that's exactly the commitment that the crew is part of. And also, I want to give a huge shout out to our city manager because he's continuing to find ways for us to make conservative decisions because he knows how important fiscal responsibility is to this council to make sure that we have 100% in reserve. So I just want to say thank you. This is a big night for Canyon Lake because of this item. So I want to say I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Moving on to item 7. Item 7 is kind of the big item for tonight. It is, we are to adopt a resolution certifying the results of the November 5th, 2024 City of Canyon Lake General Municipal Election. So I would like to turn this over to the city clerk and have her go ahead and describe what happened on November 5th this year.
November 5th. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mayor.
there we are.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, the item before you tonight is the adoption of a resolution certifying the results of the November 5th general municipal election. This resolution declares that the County of Riverside Register of Voters has canvassed the returns of the election, certified the results, that Mark Terry, Dale Welty, and Josh Stieber were elected as members of the City Council for full terms of 4 years, that Measure Z was not carried and will not be deemed adopted and ratified. It is our recommendation tonight that the City Council adopt Resolution Number 2024-51, certifying the results of the November 5th, 2024 City of Canyon Lake General Municipal Election. That concludes my report. I'm available for any questions.
Council members have any questions?
No questions.
No questions.
Update.
Any comment cards on the discussion? Can I have a motion and a second?
You can have it. I'll give it.
Second.
Can we have a roll call vote?
Councilmember Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Dane?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Terry?
Aye.
Mayor Welty?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Woo! Congratulations.
Ready to do the swearing in? Is that where we're
Let's
at?
have some fun.
Okay. Let's start the process. Who goes first?
I think we have some presentations for Councilmember Dane.
Okay. All right. I just I'm saving myself to talk about this. I would just want to say I have had such a great time with Jen as over the last year or two. She got me hooked into this higher education coalition, and it has just inspired me to no end. The fact that we're going to be in the future able to have our children be able to go to school somewhat locally and get bachelor's degrees without having to go down to San Martin or even Cal Baptist. So in that process, I am so optimistic about the journey and what we're gonna get done there. And if it hadn't been for Jen kind of being that face in the crowd to get me to go down there, I would have not engaged in this. So I just want to thank, and I think Casey, you were early in on this, and these two have led us into some incredible places, and Jen has always been the rock in our council. I always call her she's the rock on the finance committee. If you want the bare truth and unblemished truth, you go to Jen and she'll tell you what it is. So I want to say I totally appreciate you. I've got to know you as a person, and as a person, you're also a rock. And and for the rest of my life, I'll always see you and smile because I know I found a great friend. I just want to say thank you for that. Do any of the council members? I think some of you already addressed it.
I have one more comment. I don't know if the community knows this, but they should. That we will have flags at every house on Memorial Weekend is because of Jen.
Any other comments? I think you made them. Okay, then we're going to go on and
We have lots more to say. And to kick us off, Supervisor Spiegel.
I didn't have the opportunity to, but I have to say I enjoy coming down to many of the events down here in Canyon Lake for one main reason. I love to watch each and every one of you interacting with the community. Jen, your smile is constant. And the way when I would sit and watch you, we sat at the table that one time and I'll just watch you, knowing everybody, knowing all the dates of things happening, just your engagement in the community. And I know that's going to continue. But to have you in a position where you can be a mentor to others and people look up to you, I think that's what I saw with particularly our young girls. You may not see it, but I did. And your involvement in education, your involvement in the finances really shows how this council is like a wheel that goes with all the spokes, and each one of you have an expertise in an area. Quite often you find in a council where everybody kind of goes to the same place. You guys have a variety, and you function just like that, where you keep rolling down the road, and the success is coming, and you've been part of that. So you've left your footprint and your legacy here at Canyon Lake. And I want to thank you for serving your community and serving the city, and more importantly, just being there for your fellow residents. So thank you, and I look forward to see where you take. And if you don't come back, I have a suspicion there may be an opportunity because you really shine. Yes, well, there's several of us that have certificates for you. Do you want to come down, or you want to just wait till the end? We'll just put him, I'll make a decision. We'll put him down here, and at the end, you can come and get a picture with all the representatives that bring him.
Sounds good. That's why you're county supervisor, so.
From the office, Kelly Sayardo, we have Angelica.
Good evening again. Councilmember Dane, any more passionately and kindly than Supervisor Spiegel has already, but as somebody who's also in public service as a woman, you have served as an amazing role model for me and many of my peers. To be appointed to a council that's already been elected, to be chosen based on your merit and based on your ability is something that is insanely difficult to do in these days sometimes. But seeing you serve this community with so much poise and grace has been awe-inspiring. So thank you so much for what you've done for this community. Thank you so much for the years that you've spent making sure that each and every voice that's come across in front of you has been projected here in the City Council chambers. And thank you. Congratulations.
From the office of Assemblyman Asali, we have Andrew.
All right, hello, Councilmember Dane. Just want to say that the Assemblyman really appreciates all of the hard work and dedication. The unwavering commitment that you have done for this city is just super amazing, and we just really appreciate you, and we wish you absolute the best in the many years to come, and we hope to see you around in this community. Thank you.
From Lake Elsinore Unified School District, we have Superintendent Lewis and Board President Dodd.
Good evening. I'm Heidi Dodd, the president of the board for the Lake Elsinore Unified School District, and our great superintendent of schools, Dr. Ryan Lewis. We wanted to, on behalf of the Lake Elsinore Unified School District, we want to thank you for your leadership and your great dedication as an educational partner to our district, from supporting our students at our Student of the Month luncheons to recognizing them here at your meetings and inviting our district to come give our report during the community report session. That really just means the world to us, and we're so happy to be great partners, and we want to thank you because for sure your support has strengthened our schools and absolutely contributed to the success of our students. So thank you very much.
The Canyon Lake Firefighters Association.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, City Council, staff. I'm Corey Willis, Vice President of the Canyon Lake Firefighters Association. And I want to say, Councilwoman Dane, this thing's working. On behalf of the Canyon Lake Firefighters Association, I'm honored to present you with this certificate of appreciation as well as an achievement for your longtime commitment to the city of Canyon Lake. Your dedication to the citizens of this city is admirable and something to be honored. In addition, we would like to take a moment to honor you for your commitment to public safety for the city of Canyon Lake and the Firefighters Association. During your tenure as councilwoman, we wish you the best going forward and hope you enjoy the time with your family and friends. And thank you again.
Last but not least, City Manager Brown.
Sorry, slightly, as I crank mine up here, slightly distracted as I'm texting the AV what the sound issues are and taking all the notes. So let me move this over here. No, don't even. A little something on behalf of the city, because I look in your eyes and you're gonna get me. This is something that I want to give credit to Cheryl Garcia. Put a lot of thought into the gift, and when she came to me, she said, I knew this is what was perfect for you. So when you see this and you get to display it, just know that it wasn't just picked up. We'll go back over here now.
Show it.
You have to open it.
There's a lot of pressure to like this.
It sounds like a new car.
And there's a lot of pressure to like it too. So just so you know, if you don't like it,
The chief hope it's the box of cigars. That's cool.
I'm not on the list to say a couple words, but I'm just going to steal this time and thank you for the time since I've been here. My first interview was with a subcommittee. It was with Councilmember Dane and Councilmember Castillo. And I remember leaving the subcommittee, the interview, thinking, I really want to work there. Like, these are people I want to work with. And fortunately, you made the recommendation for me to move on and go to the next round with all five, where I got to do it all over again. And I was so right when I left there, thinking I want to work here. So thank you for your I think it was it Councilmember Smith that said you just ask all the right questions, and no city manager wants to be uncomfortable by the question, but it's always good to have me on the edge of my seat thinking, oh yeah, what about that, and kind of going through that process. You've made me better at my job, and I just want to say thank you.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm going to be able to do this without crying. I just won't look at anybody. Okay, I'm not. I have learned so much being on this council, and I've learned from every single one of you. Jeremy says brilliant questions. Sometimes I think annoying questions, but I'm gonna ask them. I have learned, had no idea what it took to work within a city government, and learned so much about it, and so much about myself as well. And really over these last nearly 4 years have learned to have much more of a voice, and I'm not afraid to say things that I think need to be said. And I've learned that from every single one of you. Every single one of you. And Chris, wherever he went. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I appreciate the confidence and from the beginning when I was appointed to this position, and appreciate the community support when I ran the second time. And it was a tough decision whether to run again or not. And I'm now with all these really nice things, I'm thinking I made the wrong decision, but we'll stick with it. I appreciate how much, and people that are here, kind of for the fact that you're here, I think do understand how much this council really cares. And it's not a stepping stone to other great opportunities for most of us. It's because we really care about where we live, and we care about the people that live here, and we want to do right by all of you. And I've learned that so much by being on this council, and it's going to be weird not being here, but as a few people said, I'm still here. I'm still supporting. I'm still passionate about some of the causes that we do. I will still be hitting up a lot of you for participation one way or another with our Higher Education Coalition. I'm going to remain a part of that, and really with the goal of having a four-year university in Southwest Riverside County, hopefully very soon. And appreciate the support for those of you that are already a part of that. And I appreciate the city letting me be part of this. And good things will continue to come. We have a great new city manager who has a very nice vision for us, and great ideas coming from outside. And with our newest council member coming in, Josh, wish you all the best of luck and enjoy working with this great group of people. That's all I got. Get out. I thought I was leaving. Aren't I leaving? I'm leaving.
Can we take like a recess?
Oh, okay.
Is it picture time?
We still have one change.
Oh,
Moving on to the mayor, so we can do both at the same time.
Let's move on to the mayor.
we can do that.
So I'm going to start out, Mayor. For me as the city manager, it's been an honor to work with you as the mayor. You were my first mayor, and, frankly, everybody remembers their first mayor. So I want to say, in my role as city manager over the last, I wasn't prepared for that. Now I've got to do math. About 8 months. I've really learned a lot from your leadership, from your vision. I've appreciated the phone calls of, hey, Aaron, let's look at this. Have we thought of this? Here's one more detail. And you're very, very much like me in that when you get off that phone, that last idea pops up. And I'm so glad you'll call back and say, hey, there's one more thing. Because I'm the same way. And I know for some of the council members, you've got it from me, where I call and say, we just talked, but there's this one more thing. You've led the city with clear commitment to redevelop and revitalize key areas of the city, creating opportunities for growth and renewal. That's undeniable. Mayor Welty is a strong advocate for the kids in this community, always championing programs and policies to help the youth thrive. Mayor Welty's legacy will continue to shape the city of Canyon Lake, and it's been a privilege to collaborate with you and learn from you. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you.
Any of the other council members?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my friend Darcy Burke to come up, and she's gonna use my time to say great things about you.
Thank you, Councilman Smith. So I just wanted to tell you, Dale, that the one thing about being the mayor of a city that doesn't elect a mayor, there's extra grief and there's extra time.
Yes.
Right. And one, I want to thank you for getting a cell phone that you sometimes carry. I want to thank your wife for getting you a watch that rings, so when you don't remember the phone, we can still get a hold of you. And I know it was a new lifestyle, but I wanted to give you a little something. I'm just going to open it real quick, because the best thing I can give you back is your time. And now you have something that you can put on your desk and watch the time go by, that you no longer have to spend at the country club having coffee with me or going to meetings or ribbon cuttings. You actually can read your packet, enjoy the time, do what you normally do without as much grief as you had before. So thank you very much, and thank you for the time.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Good thing I don't do this much longer.
You got it.
Because I can't do it. Dale, I just appreciate the time and effort that you put into this last year as mayor. You know so much about kind of everything. And it's really appreciated, and appreciate how much you care about the city and the people in it, and enjoy your extra time, just like Darcy said. But appreciate all the work you put into it. So thank you.
Thank you.
We have a list of presenters for you.
I bet you do, yes.
Supervisor Spiegel?
We're Dale Welty. And I say honorable because that's really what the mayor is. The mayor is even in a non-elected mayor position, you're still the head. Someone's got to be in charge. Can't have 5 chiefs. And you've done a great job. And I don't say that in a surprising way, I say it in a proud way. I've had the opportunity to serve with you on some of the boards, on LEJWA, and of course, recently you've been as the alternate showing up some of the meetings, particularly RCA.
Yeah.
And your voice is heard. I think that's really important when you represent a city on a board, is when your voice is heard. And that people know that Canyon Lake pays attention. And that's a very important attribute that you have. And so I was watching you, particularly this last couple of meetings. You do a great job. And then, of course, when you've asked me about other positions and commissions, if you wanted to serve, and we tried to work through and couldn't get quite to the right spot with the qualifications that they were demanding. But the fact that you're wanting to do more and to reach out more and serve more for your community, for the city, for the county, just shows that you have the drive and desire to continue in public service. And so I look forward to seeing as you grow, and we're going to find some things for you to do in that new free time you have. So thank you for your service this past year.
Thank you.
Angelica?
Hello once more. So Mayor Welty, thank you so much for the year that you've spent guiding and leading this community. One of my favorite things about having a city that rotates its mayors is the state of the city is a different flavor every year. And in comparison, and I hate to compare, but in comparison to Jeremy's rocking outdoor, in and out fiasco. It was either fiasco or hootenanny. I wasn't quite sure. But to be able to see still a different lens and a different angle to Canyon Lake that's still as attractive as the fun stuff, as well as the beauty of Canyon Lake seen through your eyes at the State of the City recently, was something that I had never really quite realized as somebody who hasn't had the opportunity to go in and like see the spaces for myself. And I think your vision for this community is something that I think a lot of the residents here truly treasure. And your guidance has definitely reflected that to the whole county here and the whole district. So on behalf of State Senator, I want to congratulate you for your time spent as a leader here. And I want to thank you for the time you spent leading this community as well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Jeremy paid that dog to walk in front of the stage, by the way. So it was that the fiasco was part of the plan, right?
Andrew?
All right, hello again. Dale Welty. The Assemblyman really appreciates all of your hard work on this council and your unwavering commitment and continuing to contribute to the success and growth and making the city's vision much brighter. So we just want to thank you for all that service you've done as mayor, and we look forward to working with you again as a council member. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Lewis?
Mayor Welty, on behalf of our governance team, all of our students, and our entire district, one thing I get to share at Student of the Month is how lucky our students are to interact and engage with our elected officials. And you have been one of those elected officials that shows up for our kids all of the time. You've built a space also like tonight where you bring our students in, and well, it's something we do all the time for those families and those students. It is such an important opportunity for them to stand with you and be recognized. So on behalf of all of our students in Canyon Lake and what you have done to not only support them, but support all of our district, I'm just very grateful. You've allowed our district to come in, present. We look forward to continuing that partnership that we built on the past year. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Canyon Lake Firefighters Association?
Mayor Welty, thank you again for your service. We look forward to working with you in the future. On behalf of the Canyon Lake Firefighters Association, again, I am honored to present you with a certificate of appreciation as well as an achievement for your hardworking dedication to the city of Canyon Lake during your time as mayor. Your leadership and commitment to the city has contributed for it to progress throughout your time as mayor. We thank you and your continued support for the public safety of the city of Canyon Lake and your commitment to working with Canyon Lake Firefighters Association. Again, thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you in the next couple of years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
City Manager Brown.
Once again, we do have a gift that we thought was perfect for this occasion. I do want to say, I do want to say that serving a council with a rotating mayor, there's a pretty good chance before I'm out of here, I get to do this with you again. So I'm looking forward to that opportunity. I know you're going to be around at least another 4 years, and so I'm pretty good at math. Not great, but 4 out of 5. I think we got a pretty good shot again.
All right. I got to lift this up?
Yes.
I got the big hammer, so yes. There we go. Thank you all. So is it my turn to talk?
I'm going to say one thing. If this will work. All right. You said it, Aaron. Darcy said it. I think we're blessed because we get to rotate. You know, it's interesting when you go out to the public and you talk about what a mayor is, everyone has a perspective. But here on this council, we have a philosophy, and that is it's just the person who runs the meeting because we're all the same vote. And we have a few mayors in the audience. Supervisor Spiegel used to be a mayor of the city of Corona. Brandon Lane used to be a mayor of the city of Marietta. Chris Mann used to be a city of I can't remember the city. Heights? What is it? Which one? Some city. You were a mayor of a city when our former city manager is here, Chris Mann. Westlake Village. So, being a mayor is an awesome opportunity, I think, as the former mayor, being able to represent your community. But I just want to close it out by saying, Dale, you did a great job. You never once let it go to your head, which we see regionally happen all the time. And I'm just proud of you for being as humble as you are, no matter what, gavel in hand or not. You continue to lead this council in the way that I think is so important, not just here in Canyon Lake, but regionally as well. So I just want to say thank you, my friend. Good job.
Thank you. Okay. Anyway, thanks to team, the staff, and the members. They make this work. And when you come to work, and you have a great team, it just makes you appreciate where you work. It makes you appreciate yourself, because when you have a great team behind you, you tend to do a really good job. And I just want to say thank you, because if I did great things, it's because I had great support from both my team and the staff here. And I see the staff and how dedicated they are every day, and how hard they work, and how hard they go out of their way to keep me from making mistakes and to make my life easy. It's pretty amazing. So we had some great successes this year. We have this room, which we're absolutely totally proud of. And as I sit here, I'm excited the way it all feels so different than downstairs, and how I feel more connected to the people. They always seem like a distance. So this has been a good thing. The other thing, one of my favorite things all year was to be able to honor those adults and children in the room that work hard to make this a great place for our kids. And that was kind of my theme on honoring the residents and the Citizen of the Month, was we found those people that had worked for 10, 15, 20 years and dedicated themselves to helping our kids become successful. And I was just so proud to be able to sit and listen to them tell their stories and admire what they did, and give the community a chance to see what wonderful people we have here working ahead. As I step away from mayor and go back to council person, one of the things I'm going to advocate for and I'm excited for is this higher education. And you'll probably hear a lot more of it from me, and probably a lot more of it from Jen, and probably more from Casey, because we think they're going to do great things. I am just excited every day as I hear about the possibilities for our children to get bachelor's degrees without having to commute. And hopefully, if they don't commute, maybe they won't move away once they get their bachelor's degrees. And we're going to see, there are a few of them out there now, but we're going to see that grow and grow and grow until it will not be that unusual. Maybe 15 years between is very normal for someone to get their degree, to be raised in Canyon Lake, get their degree locally, and be able to stay in town. So that's what's coming down. That's going to be exciting. So that's all I have.
So, Mayor, we'd like to move on to the swearing-in ceremony.
Absolutely.
Okay. Councilmember, are you going to leave us? Yeah. Jennifer, before you leave, can we do some pictures?
Karen, you want to come up?
Okay, our certificates are good.
Andrew? Superintendent?
Oh.
Ready? On. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. I think that picture worked for my picture too, since I was standing right next to it.
Councilmember-elect Terry, if I can get this to work, we invite your family up to do your swearing in.
If I may, I'd like to introduce to you my family. This is my wife of 24 years, Karen. This is my son, Blake, his fiance, Johanna, my daughter, Rachel, and my 2 grandchildren, William and Zachary. And today I have asked that Christopher Bird swear me in. Christopher Bird is not only a great son-in-law, but he's from Wales. Forgive him. But he is also a first-generation American.
Kelly, you get to come up. Todd and Chrissy, you want to come up? You're part of the extended family. I think we could. I'll introduce everyone. This is my wife, Kelly Welty. This is my son, Nick Welty. This is part of our extended family. This is Todd McNaughton and Christine McNaughton. And we all share a mass number of ours, his, and her children, so they're all here. And I just want to say something about my son, since he's standing here, as he did get the endorsement to Annapolis for the Naval Academy. We want to thank Congressman Calvert. We think that's exciting. That doesn't mean he's in yet, but he's at least in the pool for selection. So he's going to be sitting very anxiously for the next 3 months as he awaits the announcement. So it's good news. So I'm going to hand this over. Oh, in fact, I think I hold the mic. I think we can hear you.
All right. I'll have to switch. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Dale Welty, do solemnly swear
I do, Dale Welty, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I will take this obligation freely
that I will take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties about which I'm about to enter. Thank you.
I gotta give you a hug.
Councilmember-elect Stieber, would you and your family care to join us?
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I'd like to introduce, I brought my son, Jaden Stieber. He's going to be swearing me in tonight. I also hope watching live is my other son out of Rapid City, South Dakota, Josh Stieber. I also have my mother and my stepfather, Karen and Perry, and I brought my aunt and uncle, were they? Oh, they're on that side now, as well to join me tonight. So not only do I want to thank them, I want to thank everyone in this community that trusts me for this position. I'm honored to be here and really excited. So let's swear me in. Let's get this job going.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And the State of California.
And the State of California.
That I will take this obligation freely.
And I will take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
And I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties upon which I am about to enter.
The duties. Say one time.
The duties upon which I.
The duties upon which I. Venture?
I'm about to enter.
Oh, about to enter. I didn't hear you. This is harder than my vowels. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, Jaden. That comes sit over here. I drink out of that water.
I did. Jennifer's water.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Sweat.
So we're going to move on to agenda item 8, which is our selection of mayor and mayor pro tem. So at this time, I will entertain nominations for a member of council to serve as mayor and mayor pro tem for 2025.
Madam Clerk, I want to make it easy for you, since you're technically the mayor right now running the meeting, right? So you don't want too much duties. If we can take the item up and select our mayor and mayor pro tem as one, I would be honored if I would get a second from any of my colleagues to support Mark Terry to be our next mayor and Councilwoman Casey Castillo to be our mayor pro tem.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. We'll take a roll call vote. Councilmember Castillo?
Sounds good, thanks. Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Terry?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
City attorney, fresh in the seat, still not even warm yet. I'd like to request being abstained from this vote and follow the direction of my peers.
You are perfectly free to recuse yourself from the vote if you'd like. You don't need my permission to do so. That's okay. But happy to give you the guidance. If you'd like to have your recusal noted or your abstention noted, the city clerk can do that.
Perfect.
Motion passes. Congratulations. Mayor Terry, do you want to take a brief recess for some photos?
Yep.
You want to?
Yep. 5 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now we get to find out where we're going to sit next. I don't think you're in the blend, though. I think you're trying to get to stay where you're at.
Oh, you think I get to stay?
I think you get to stay. I'm not sure if I'm here or here. I've never sat next to you, but
You were gonna.
yeah.
Check my bag. Right here with the flag and the seal.
Oh, my Kelly took the left.
Like 5 minutes, or we can like a.
We're moving. I'm not sure. I thought your stuff was kind of moved. Look.
I took your Giants.
All I say.
Gummies today. We're getting punished. Okay,
got
wait,
plenty
where
of
am I now?
adrenaline.
I'm here.
Thank you for your leadership this last year.
Thank you for your. Thank you for making it easy. Are these yours?
We don't have a Jen.
Congratulations. There we are. You're finally there.
For breakfast. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be nice to me at Christmas. No, I don't.
Have your last official acts.
Is that too late for me? I mean, I don't think I'm married.
But you,
I'm just kidding.
I have one more thing.
Where'd Chris go? I'm going to say hi to a couple
No,
people.
you're good.
And I'll fill this out while we're. Thank you. You're welcome. Did you like that? Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You see my neck is not all curved, you know?
Chris isn't here unless he's on the community page in a photo. And you were really good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now I can see you. I think he
Yeah, I saw. We all did.
Hey! Ready to feel like, oh, it's going to be a tough year.
Oh, yeah, me too.
You know what Sammy said?
Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Whatever we can do for you.
Thank you.
Huh?
Except let you win and call.
Help. So it's not like, I'm going to ask Dale.
Thank you. Love you.
Yeah. I have tons of debts.
Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Smoke it afterwards?
All right. I'm going to get my grandkids out of here. They were so good.
He starts crying about it, you know, he's got to call me in. Yeah.
We're good. I get it.
By the way, you.
It's an art form, so the button, once you get it down, it's easy.
Yeah, you're going to be frustrated at first, but finally you'll find the magic in the button.
Okay, item number 9, appointment of council member to standing and ad hoc committees for 2025. And I turn it over to our city clerk, Cheryl Garcia, for her presentation.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, the item before you is the appointment of council members to ad hoc committees for 2025. Included in your staff report is a list of the current appointments.
Pass that down to John.
Mayor, at this time, the staff recommendation is to make appointments for 2025.
Do we have a motion?
Madam Clerk, thank you for presenting the proposed appointments. So what we're seeing is I'm seeing on first section is current representation, representatives. Second column is proposed representatives. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. I'll seek the motion. I'll make the motion on adopting the proposed appointments for 2025 as seen before me. Would you like me to read in the record what those are? Or, Mr. City Attorney, are we good with what's being presented?
So long as a copy of that list can be available to any members of the public, all one of them.
Yeah.
Interested, I think that you can just adopt it by reference if you'd like. No need to read it into the record.
And to be clear, this is a motion to adopt the proposed list of ad hoc committees for 2025.
For 2025,
Got it.
correct.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mayor, would you like me to conduct a roll call vote?
Absolutely.
Mayor Pro Tem Castillo? Aye. Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
Aye.
On to item number 10, appointment of council members to regional agencies for 2025. Once again, presentation by City Clerk Cheryl Garcia.
Similarly, for item 10, what you have before you is the, apologize. The item before you is the appointment of council members to regional agencies. Included in your staff report is the current list, and I believe the mayor has provided you with the proposed list. Staff's recommendation is to appoint those delegates to regional agencies.
Perfect. As seen here, I'll make the motion, as is, to adopt this list for 2025.
Have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second, sorry.
Mayor, would you like me to conduct a roll call vote?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Castillo?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Councilmember Stieber?
Aye.
Councilmember Welty?
Aye.
Mayor Terry?
Aye.
Motion passes.
City Manager, any comments?
Only to say that while I am proud of the accomplishments that we have as a team to get this council chamber ready for you, we clearly have some adjustments to make, and so I want to make sure the council's aware that, as I said earlier, I'm texting with the AV company back and forth and what adjustments they can make. They can't get in while it's live because we could do more harm than good. But I've got a lot of good information for them to be able to make the adjustments. We'll be in a better spot, not have the cutting in and out. The rest of it right now is working exactly as it should. For I can't even call this a soft launch, but for a just launch, overall things have been going really well. I've not once had our AV guru in the hidden room back here throw things at me. I heard the door shake a little bit, so very, very proud again of the team and what everybody did to pull through to get this moving, but I wanted to make sure council knows that we're not done yet, and we will continue on to resolve some of the audio issues.
Excellent. I am humbled, but before we close tonight, I would like to congratulate Councilmember Stieber and welcome you to our team. We look forward to working with you, and I'm sure the residents of Canyon Lake will be well represented. With that,
Wait.
whoop. Any comments?
I have a comment.
Okay.
I just want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I am honored to be your backup.
I'm honored to have you as Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you.
Our team, congratulations, you too, seriously.
With that, our next regular city council meeting will be held on January 8th, 2025, and we are adjourned.
Woo! Woo! Yay!
Sure.